two-party system that we currently have has a multitude of things that are wrong with it. The parties are old, they're corrupt, they are no closer now to solving America's problems than they have been in the last 30 or 40 years. Very little, if anything, has been done. Why do these people consistently vote for these parties? They haven't done anything for anyone of late other than themselves, in which many of them have enriched themselves beyond their wildest fantasies. Another thing we have to keep in mind here is just the overall lack of democracy that this kind of a system ultimately results in, because the average guy, he no longer has much of a say-so under this system. The elections are now for sale to the highest bidder. That's where we're at now, and I'm tired of it, and something has got to be done. The weaker dollar that we all now earn, that's been watered down by this Federal Reserve, where now the American worker has to pay nearly 50% of his income. Just, after all that, after he's done paying his rent, his insurance, his food, and whatever other bills he may have, more and more Americans these days are declaring bankruptcy, more than they did during the days of the Great Depression. For those of you that are familiar with the term Hooversville, well, nowadays I just saw a Bushville. That's what I saw. These growing slums, people who can't even afford to put a tank of gas in their car because it's now at $3 or $4 a gallon, thanks to the crooked and corrupt ways of the Bush crime family syndicate and their supporters. High taxes that the American worker now has to pay, providing, of course, if you're lucky enough to even have a job under the current system. Americans are being thrown out of work at record rates. Some of the results of all of this over the last 30, 40 years is we now have some of the worst leadership in this country's history. Even the most affluent of nations can only for so long continue upon this suicidal course. This is about more welfare, more illegal aliens, higher taxes. That's what these political machines are going to bring to you unless you do something about it now. The man who ran the steel mills of Pennsylvania, the man who worked on the assembly lines in Detroit, all these people that were once the great industrial backbone of this country, all of them have now lost their jobs. Pittsburgh is nothing more than a ghost town of its former greatness. Of course it's not anymore. All those people lost their jobs. That's what happened to. Where were they supposed to go? Where was supposed to become of them? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Their jobs went, well, jobs simply disappeared. Or better yet, they were just shipped elsewhere. Yeah, that's right. Then put all the stuff on a boat, so it's put on trucks, sent to the mall, so that the handful of people that still have jobs in this country could maybe afford to buy this stuff. It's an outrage. Sure, there was stuff from these other countries, but you could still get something that was made in the USA. You want to try and do that now? Oh, sure, they still sell booze, and you can still get American cigarettes. Yeah, and by the way, they still make guns. But that's about it. What else are you supposed to get from this country? Because it doesn't produce anything, because all of the jobs have gone somewhere else. That's right. They went elsewhere, in another country. That's where they went, and we are getting screwed. We're getting completely screwed. That's what's happening to us. Yes. And that is the evening broadcast from Francois Dupont. Thank you.